still too hot. Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh. Accept no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or people with alliterative handles who promise me a free trip to Vegas but really want me to have a free trip to feed the scorpions. Alright, it'll be coin roll hunting, it will be Monopoly hunting. First, there'll be $1,400 hunting. The IRS finally got off their duff and sent a message to me and to Kathy saying that our direct deposit will be going in on Wednesday, the 7th of April. So we will have our checks at last, I hope, and we can deposit the money in the bank toward the Prius fund, help Kathy pay down her credit card, and I can take out 3 coin loans, which are cost me roughly 75% interest per loan a year, 74.9, and so
playing from George's iMac.
So I will give Kathy $500 toward the car fund. And when we get the California stimulus, I will be giving her $200 toward the car fund. And then that will enable me to get all the coin loans out. And I won't be... Now, this is the imposter Perkle. So I'm going to ban the imposter Perkle because he is not coming on the channel under his own old handle because it's been compromised. So that is not the real Perkle. It's a troll. Okay. It's called a Danish bear paw. They're very weird. Happy Easter to everybody. Easter Eve, though. I do not celebrate Easter because I am not a Christian, but however, alright, $1,400 coming to our bank account. I'll do a video showing it because some troll online said I do not deserve it. And by inference, Kathy does not deserve it. The hell with that. I have this troll whose handle is alliterative, but I'll call him Betray Berg. Berg being short for Pittsburgh, and Berg being short for the guy from Pittsburgh. And I'm calling him out tonight because he first said he lost his job due to the pandemic, and he was really hurting for money. He was broke. He was more poverty-stricken than I was. And then he got a job where he said he was working harder than the old job. Then suddenly his wife had a baby. Now most people, when their wives have babies, they're showing pictures. In the old days, people used to give cigars out. They're proud of their babies. A baby weighed 1 pound and 7 ounces, or 8 pounds, or 14 pounds, or whatever. It's a strapping baby boy or a sweet little girl. And they talk about how long the wife was in labor and how difficult or not difficult it was. And yet this guy gave no information. And his excuse today was that there are trolls out there and nuts on the internet. Well, I told him, you know what? There are people doing YouTube videos, they show their whole family, and no one bothers them. So that's another excuse. And this guy had this whole deal after being poverty stricken. And to top it off, I said, you know what? I do pictures for Google Maps. And I've had 500,000 people, I think that's the figure. They send me emails from time to time. 500,000 people look at my pictures. And they're very popular. Why don't you find a way to make pictures of things? You go out to travel, you go to events, or you go to just drive around and take pictures of buildings or whatever, or transit places, or whatever, wherever people congregate. And you'll get noticed, and in some cases you can actually sell these pictures and make money on them. Which I haven't done, but it's something I should do. I gotta look how to find out how. So he tells me he got a contract for $2,000 for pictures of his new baby. And I said, well, you got $2,000. I gave you the idea. How about cutting me in for a 1%, skimmed off the top, which should have been $20. Oh, I can't afford that. So all of a sudden after that, he starts telling me how he and an unnamed number of friends, I'm presuming at least 3, possibly 5, were going to pay for my trip to Vegas. They already got me airfare. They already got me deluxe accommodations as much as $1.98 can afford. I'm being sarcastic. I would have paid the difference between a regular room and a deluxe room because I do have credit cards. They were going to pay for my trip. No mention of any cash money in my pocket for expenses like food or whatever, or paying for the internet, because very few of these places have free internet in the rooms. They have in the lobby. That's not going to do me a hell of a lot of good. And I said, with my knees, I'm not walking all over Vegas. So he said, we'll pay for a scooter rental. I told him I'll go in May. And he said, well, can you go in August? He keeps asking me August. I said, no, because I lived in Las Vegas. I went to high school in Las Vegas. July, June, and August are the 3 hottest months of the year in Las Vegas. And in August, it's 99 degrees. With my asthma and breathing difficulties, I am not going out running around Vegas in 100-degree heat. I will keel over. So then I got a message saying that nefarious purposes are being planned for me if I go to Vegas with this guy, or get involved with this guy. So I am not about to get involved with him. And he asked me today, and I've told him 5 times, 4 or 5 times at least. Now I'm getting this headache over my left eye. I keep getting these stabbing pain headaches. I don't trust you. And your story changed from multiple people to 2 people to just you. And there is a valet to park your UFO. We will park it. However, we will strip it for anything valuable because we need a Prius and we figure your grays are rich. So we will strip it bare of all platinum and rhodium and any other elements, and we'll steal your catalytic converter. But it will be. We will wash it and clean the windshield and the windows. Welcome, Alien Carl. We need the money. And we will definitely search for your probe, because we figure we can sell that for big bucks on eBay. So welcome, Alien Carl. Are you Alien Carl Allende of UFO fame? Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand Bob definitely did reverse probing to you. Revenge probing. Carlos Allende, a UFO lore. He knew a lot about what was going on in the Philadelphia Project. And the author of the case for the UFO, Morris K. Jessup, was, like several others we know of, died in mysterious circumstances the day before he was going to announce either a new book or a press conference, like Princess Diana and Marilyn Monroe. So, with oh God, I'm terrible at names. What the hell is his name? I have to think back. Oh, John Lear. John Lear carrying up the rear. If he's well enough to. John has been not well of late. Yeah. The not the scout ship, the probe ship, the special Bob Lazar probe ship, reverse engineering probe, where the aliens get probed for a change. So, $1,400 checks Wednesday. I'll believe it when I see it. All right, here we go. Monopoly. And by the way, I cannot eat banana cream pie. It attacked me. I spent a lot of time in the bathroom, and I could no longer eat the giant sandwich because it caused my right toe to swell up and pain and gout. So, oh boy, something I could eat. 50 cents off 1 16-ounce pounder Snyder's of Hanover pretzels. So we got that. And pretzels are something that my kidneys don't mind, my stomach doesn't mind. I don't know why. Maybe because they're basically bland. They're bread with salt on them. So I can eat those. Let me put that somewhere useful. Okay, play to win, shop, play, win. Shop, play, lose, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, welcome, Mr. Carl. And Jackie Gleason was big into UFOs. Yes, he had a UFO house, which is still there. I think it's falling apart. His ex-wife said he went out to Homestead Air Force Base, or Nixon picked him up in his car with no Secret Service and took him to Homestead, went through the gates. They saw it was Nixon. The guards were amazed and took him to a secret hangar, and Nixon showed Jackie the dead grays in a freezer, and his former wife said that his widow said that Jackie was never the same after that. But he had a gigantic UFO memorabilia book and other collections, so he's big into UFOs. Aha sparkling water. I don't drink Aha, but I'll save that for, put that there for somebody who does. I spent $148 in Safeway the other night. And I got Irish cream, Safeway creamer, and then found out it has milk in it. I can't eat milk. Free instant winner of 5 bonus box tops for education. I'll have to figure out what to do with that one. If a school were open, I'd take it over there to get box tops. And I gotta fix the setting on this. So yeah, Jackie Gleason, the great one, was big into UFOs. I don't think they captured him or tried to probe him, their ship with him, and they're not able to get off the ground. And it wouldn't have been how sweet it is. Okay, let's see here. Free 50 cent off Prego pasta sauce. I'll give that to Kathy. Now, I did eat the salad last night. It had a small bit of ham in it, a small bit of turkey, some cherry tomatoes. Didn't affect me, so I think in small quantities, I'm safe. But anything large, forget it. Shop, play, win. Another loser. To figure out what you do with those stupid things. Okay, let's see what this one is. Tampax tampons. Oh boy, another tampon coupon. Okay. Shop, play, win app. I was going to get my iPad, but my toe was so swollen I could not walk Friday, so shop, play, win. So I did not go get the iPad. I will get that on Monday. Glacio Smart Water. I wonder if it's a stupid water. Kathy says she's having spikes of pain in her hip, her back, and when she sits down. I just had a spike of pain also. Ow. I got to call up about my colonoscopy and get that thing done. Okay. 50 cents off General Mills cereal. I'll give that to somebody. Keep minding myself to get Scotch tape. I'm out. Okay. Or masking, whatever it is. Cellophane tape, whatever they call it nowadays. Febreze air freshener spray. Well, I can use that for the bathroom, so I'll have to use that. 50 cents off Febreze. Aha, sparkling water. I think they did a James Bond theme. Aha. Paul McCartney and Aha. You. Ritz crackers. 50 cents off Ritz. I eat those on occasion, so does Kathy. Why am I getting this stabbing pain in my posterior? Ow. Wouldn't do that all day, and then I sit down. $1 off one night movie rental at the kiosk, Redbox. Give that to Kathy. She does Redbox from time to time. And finally, 50 cents off Captain Crunch. Kathy eats Captain Crunch, so there's that. There's the winners of Monopoly, or such as it is. All right, now we will go probe something else. Put those over there. And here we have coin roll hunting. 1 roll of quarters. Especially minted for me at the Bureau of Engraving. Or whether they mint these, I don't know. I have yet to find, out of over $400 in quarters, 1 silver quarter in these things, but hope springs eternal, and I did find a penny when I came out of Safeway on the ground, so I made 1 cent profit. All right, here they are. I have to do laundry. This shirt needs to be washed. I have 1 shirt left, the George Norrie for President shirt. Ow! I may need one of those rubber ring things my dad used to sit in because he had hemorrhoids. I don't have hemorrhoids. Something's going on back there. Or down there. Alright, there's one part of the quarters. You can see nothing up my sleeve and no silver in the quarters. Alright, there we go. Nothing there. So, where am I going to put these? Boy. Let's put them down here. I knocked over my juice Thursday night. It hit my Mac G3 keyboard and killed it. So I had to buy a new keyboard. That'll be coming. I tried to clean it off best I could, but some of the keys, once I took all the dirt and hair and cat hair that gets under keys, dirt gets under keyboards, wouldn't work. So I'll be recycling it. G3 keyboards are pretty sturdy, but they don't like liquids, and coffee will kill a keyboard. Absolutely kill it. Alright, there's no more. No silver there. And after this, I will get up and show you the giant box from hell. I will not open it because I'd be afraid if I open it, I will not be able to get everything back in to give to Kathy. She gets to lug this thing home. Okay, no silver in those. It's all a plot from those gray aliens or green aliens. And then finally, the last batch. And no silver there, so going into more than $400, not 1 silver quarter, and that's why I don't believe all these silver coin roll hunting things are real. They're fake, because I never find any. And I've done $60, $70 worth at a time and nothing. Alright, that's more laundry money. And Kathy's being accosted by weirdos in the bus, so yeah, you can find them on eBay on occasion, and I wish I had one. Now this Mac-Ally keyboard, it has the cover, the piece of plastic it came with, which is falling apart. I'm going to have to look up keyboard covers. Oh, that's hurting. I don't know why. Alright, now I got to get up and get the giant box from hell. and not kill myself over the former cable of the keyboard. I took all the keys off, it still wouldn't work. I dragged this thing home for the post office and panting all the way. Now, this is the Hamilton Beach Sound Shield Blender. 5-speed multi-blend. 5 speeds, 3 programs. Hinge 2-piece sound shield for quieter blending. 5 speeds with pulse function and 3 programs for ultimate control. Dishwasher safe parts. 52-ounce glass jar. That's over 4 pounds. 20-ounce blend-in jar with travel lid. Kathy was saying she didn't have a smoothie cup. Stainless steel blades for ice crushing. Drip-free pour spout and lid. It can blend smoothies, puree hummus, chopped salsa, mix butter, and even make soup. So this is it. I looked it up. This is 12.2 pounds. And there ain't no way easy to carry this under your arm, even though it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 blocks from the post office. I just about died carrying this thing home. Now she'll have to take it home for herself next week. So, I'm so happy I got to hold tiny one and pet her and give her love tonight. I'll put that down. God. That thing is up to my kneecap. So, yeah. Well, nobody else is on tonight but me. Yeah, that would be, well, hello. I don't think you're really George Norrie, but welcome. Yeah, you could probably blend margaritas here. If you can blend smoothies, you can make margaritas. And this is $89, by the way. So, but being I got it on credit, it will cost me $150. But Kathy needed a can opener. I ordered one from Montgomery Ward's by mistake. Because I forgot I already had one. So I gave her the can opener from Ward's. Paid that off. Paid off Stoneberry for what I bought. I just ordered another floor fan because it's already been roasting here all week. I'll answer your question in a moment. And then once I further clean up the kitchen, get a new drawer thing, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll probably have to clear off the tray table. I'm going to get one of these myself. Now, the one thing about this, they have a video on the Home Depot website showing this sound shield in action. They play a regular blender, and it's and really noisy. And then they play this, you can barely hear it. So that's why I got it. I hate that noise when you chop ice or make a smoothie or blend vegetables in there or whatever. It'll chop my. I have a small portable blender, kind of, that has a cup thing that will chop up vegetables, chop ice, and grind coffee beans, but it takes forever. I don't listen to. Yeah, well, if I do this, then you know that I go in the. You do this, you know that I go in the regeneration tube. And this baby tonight, the all alien video. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know who regenerated in the tubes with David Vincent looking for them all the time and never having any proof that the aliens invaded and wanted to make Earth their world. So, the invaders. Well, George hasn't called me in a while, and he very rarely replies to my emails, so he gets a lot of them from me. And he does, from time to time, use stories I send him on Coast in the opening news segment and breaking news alerts. So, I don't listen to Coates much anymore because he's got guests. I turn him on while I'm doing my dishes or something, and I hear really dumb things, and then I go, okay, that guy's an idiot, goodbye. So, I have other things to do. So, I am better. Like I said, got attacked by I can't eat milk. And obviously I can't eat cream pie. I love banana cream pie. I've been eating it for years. Can't eat turkey. It gives you gout in your toes, which lets out my turkey leg. Every time I'm with Kathy and I go to this restaurant, she gets her roast beef sandwich, hot roast beef sandwich. I get a turkey leg. I have the package of chicken, which I'll have to clean tonight. Take the skin off, take the bones off, and make my kind of chicken stew. So I'm better. And poor Kathy, her hip is still hurting. So, and there's another reason I'm trying to get her a car, and that's she's getting accosted by weirdos both on and off the bus, and I fear for her safety. I will tell you the one thing, guy was on the bus. He asked her for her freezer bag, and she goes, no. And then this woman saw her Friskies cat treats. Can I have some of your pretzels? I told her she should have opened the thing up and handed her a handful of Friskies treats. Here you go, chow down. So, well, Tom's got my number too. All right, now I know this is not the real George Noory. So I'm going to get rid of Mr. Noory, Mr. Fake. Mr. Fake, because George Noory and I saw each other at the last UFOCon in person, and I did a video of us talking, and he says, it's the guy from Pittsburgh. And I videoed the Truth or Dare segment in the meeting room. So that was not really George Noory, because George Noory knew exactly where he was last year at this time in February. I was in Burlingame at the San Francisco airport, Holiday Inn, and George was right there, and everybody was waiting for him, including me. So that was not George Noory. Montgomery Ward is the name only. They bought the rights to the name. Montgomery Ward stores went bankrupt. They were owned by GE. They were owned by Mobil. Nobody could make them turn around. We love Wards. I got all my shirts from Wards. We bought a freezer from Wards. We bought a typewriter from Wards. We bought our washing machines from Sears, or Wards. I don't remember. But the freezer was great. It was not a floor freezer, it was a stand-up freezer, and it kept everything cold. So, yeah, she thought the Friskies were pretzels. And then another guy one night reached over and grabbed Kathy's boob. So this is another reason why I want to get her a car. I said, you're in not safe territory up there. There's too many weirdos. She'll talk about that one night. I'll have her come on and talk about it. Now, people, if they wonder what I spend money on, Credit One, this is what I spent this week on bills. Credit One, $40. Reflex credit card 2, $40. Reflex credit card 1, $40. Let's see. Capital One, $40. Credit Synchrony Bank, $40. My Amazon store card. PG&E Electric Company, $50. Montgomery Ward, $16.44. And I spent $60 on the coin loan interest, and that's been killing me. And that is the coin loan interest per loan. I looked it up on the slip today, and I knew it was high, but I didn't realize it was high. It's 74.9% a year on a $100 loan. So it's $60 per 2 loans every 4 months. So I'm spending $270. Am I right about that? Hold on. $60 every 2 months, every 4 months. That's $120. $150. I'm spending $600 a year on interest in those loans. I got to get those things out of the coin dealer. By contrast, my Capital One card, the interest rate of that is 24.9%. Now, the coin dealer is acting as a pawn shop, so I guess illegally they're allowed to charge something so far beyond what used to be usury. Usury used to be considered 30%, but they got rid of the usury laws under Bill Clinton. So the banksters and crooksters could charge people more money. So I also went in with Kathy. I put $100 in the car fund, and I put $35 on her Bank America credit card. She added me to their card. They did a weirdness where she had to show her ID for me to make a payment in cash, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. They're so paranoid about, I guess, drug money or something that I never had a bank tell me I need to show ID to make a cash payment. When I go into Target, I'm authorized in the Target card. They don't ask me for my ID to give them cash, but Bank of America does. And my friend Paul says other banks are doing the same thing, and I think it's ridiculous. It's an imposition on the customer. Oh my God. That thing hurt my wrist. Oh shit. Excuse my language. Start to fall. Whew. Sorry. I don't want to break it before Kathy gets it. I gotta get that thing back to where it belongs. So, you know, I gave her the can opener, and that was about $40. So this is more than that. So we're going to pay off the one card. Then she has another credit card that's got about, I think it's got $400 or $800. I'm going to help her pay that one off. And then the biggie, the big one is $2,200. And she told me tonight she wished she had never charged on the money in those cards. Part of the thing is, I finally got her to listen to me. It takes a while. I said, don't buy food on a credit card. And I've been guilty of it too when I've been absolutely broke. And by the way, another reason why that's not George. George knows how to, Kathy's name is spelled with a K. Well, I don't think they're going to be able to roll out digital currency because the people would be in revolt. There's too much money floating around. And we've already got digital currency of sorts with all this crypto stuff. In part because some people don't trust the government. So there has been talk at one point would issue two kinds of currency, a domestic dollar for American use and an international dollar. And the domestic dollar would be of less value, not that our dollar's worth anything anyway anymore, because of inflation and debasing of the currency. And I saw about 15 videos saying, well, why we'll never go back to gold standard. I think we should. And wouldn't it be interesting if I were to meet with Trump and got him to get a Treasury Secretary who really believes in monetizing money and backing it up with gold, as the late G. Gordon Liddy would say for his commercials for Roslyn Capital. Back it up with gold and silver like it used to be. And then you'd have less inflation and less worry because people would know there's something standing behind it, not just a worthless piece of paper. And that's about it. I spent all day today sleeping. I was very tired for some reason. Kathy was worried I hadn't called her. I said, well, you were having so much pain screaming with your hip. Her back hurt. First her back hurt, now her hip's hurting. Her right hip. So she did all the cleaning she had to do. So what we'll also be doing Wednesday is getting a van and going out to Costco, Safeway, Smart and Final, loading the van up with cat litter for me and for her, bring the van over here for the cat litter, take it upstairs here, put it somewhere, and then we'll go to her house and load up all the cans and bottles and then go to dinner, or just get rid of them and then go to dinner. And the next day we will load up the van with all my laundry that's in here, the thousands of pounds of laundry. I'm exaggerating, but it feels like a... Take that to the laundromat, then go to Safeway and get something to munch on, and or Jack in the Box or somewhere, while the wash is being washed, and then we'll load up with more cat litter. So I'm going to try to get her like 300 pounds of cat litter. And I'm going to get some of those 42-pound bags that just about kill me carrying them into the bathroom. So what I'll do is take them out in the balcony and with my patent cat litter method, put them into plastic jugs. And then I won't have to drag cat litter home in the bus for a while. Neither will she. So, but there's so much money out there in cash that I don't think they can ever go to digital currency because too many people would start screaming and there would be a revolt in this country. There's people who have money hidden. They don't believe in banks. They don't trust banks. The people who lived in the 30s didn't trust banks, and the millennials don't trust banks. So what are you going to do with people who said, I'm not going to digital currency? To hell with you. Whoever comes up with that day will probably be voted out of office. So, I went out to feed the cats. It was warm all day, and it started to get nippy. Fluffy's outside. I got to let him out. Okay, I'm going to get up and put this back before it falls on the floor and breaks or causes an earthquake. I mean, this box is 3 foot high and about a foot wide, so it's pretty hefty. And it felt more like 50 pounds carrying it home than in my arms than 12 pounds. But having that shield on will make a huge difference in all that noise. So, and I get mine. I will make a smoothie and show you the what it looks like and sounds like. Hello, Alfonso. How you doing? So remember, another thing, I can't count to 5. I don't want digital currency. What am I going to do with my fingers? They take away my digits, you know, and take away my dollars. Don't take away my dollars. I need my dollars. Hey, Glam, and she gets this thing out of here. Oh, pretty gray. Oh, boy. Excuse me a moment. I have to go feed another denizen of the cat community Pretty Gray is here. So Pretty Gray needs food. Big, sweet Pretty Gray. He is very sweet, but he does not like salmon. And I seem to wind up with 1 million salmons here. I don't know why. Hold on. All that left is I gave tiny ones some of the tender, what was that? Tender centers chicken and tuna, and she loved it. Pretty great. Pretty great. Excuse me for that interruption. Sorry about that. I opened the door to look for Fluffy, and there was Pretty Gray. Very beautiful, long-haired gray cat. Very soft fur, but he definitely needs a bath. Yeah, the Pinky Loper offers. Excuse me. The cat comes to eat. I'm going to feed him. He's hungry and has no home. So, please don't object to my feeding the cat. He doesn't come with a time clock. The poor cat has no food and no home. I'm not going to let him suffer and starve. Okay? Only takes a minute to walk to my front door, go get a pouch, put some food in a dish, and walk out there, give him a quick pet, reassure him that he's safe, because he always looks around like he's going to be attacked, and go feed him. Well, I don't know who did, so I will remove that comment. Anybody who knows me knows I do not let cats starve unless I'm too temporarily indisposed physically to go feed them like I was last night. I couldn't walk last night. I was in pain. So, all right, I don't get what's going on here. And he's not a dumb cat. He's a very gentle, sweet cat. So I don't know what's going on because I knew who the real alien Carl is. And he's not a troll. So I'm gonna put this user in a timeout. Unless there's two alien Carls. And I know who the real one is. There could be another imposter, which is amazing. Let me check. I think I forgot to do the Cyber Ghost on the phone. It is on the computer. Although it keeps cutting out from time to time, which is annoying. I don't know. They're going to go after anybody who runs against Biden. Yeah. We don't have cat haters in this channel. Everybody knows it's a very cat-friendly channel. But if a dog came up here and needed food and I had something to eat, I would give it to the dog. Hey dog, do you like frozen salmon? Which I can't stand. Here, have some nice salmon sickle. General Flynn is a decent man who got railroaded like so many people associated with President Trump. And Mike Huckabee said it today where they are talking that the people who went in the Capitol were guilty of sedition, and he said it's going to be very hard to prove. And the judge is coming down to the federal prosecutors for making press conferences and all this. He may seal the whole proceedings and said this is not seditious. And the Democrats an issue to spend the next 2 years complaining about. They call it the people's place of honor or something like that. I call it the people's place of dishonor because we got nothing but crooks in there. Crooks and politicians who go in poor and come out millionaires on $175,000 a year. And if you were to ask one of them, they'd probably say, I'm very frugal with my money. Yeah, they're frugal in the stock market. They're frugal in special influence. They're frugal with insider trading that they never get convicted on. We had 4 senators accused of insider trading. All of them were found not guilty. Nothing to see here. Move along. So, were it up to me, I would have bulldozed the whole place to the ground and started over. declared a miselection for everyone in the House and the Senate, and said we're getting all new people in who have no money, who'll be happy to make $175,000 a year, and we're going to put a change in law. You can't become a millionaire if you run for Congress. Or you can't be a millionaire if you run for Congress. You have to live within your means. That way no one's influencing you because you're rich. It's how you get rich, because you're getting influenced by lobbyists. As Davy Crockett said, it was never meant to be a lifetime job. And we have people in there who've been there 40 years, then they retire when they realize that the people are fed up, or they've been districted out through gerrymandering, through redistricting, and then they don't run again. But they've made their money and done their crookedness. So I thought the Chinese spy was with Dianne Feinstein, but I get a little confused at who's on first here. All I know is Pelosi's husband made money from China. Dianne Feinstein's husband made money from China. Barbara Boxer made money from China, and now she's a lobbyist from the Chinese. I collect silver. I won't buy Chinese silver because I'm not going to give money to the communist government who oppresses their people. And the Tibetans. And the Nepalese. They even cause problems for Nepal. And they would love to cause issues. They cause problems for Australia and Taiwan and the Philippines. So, but Dianne Feinstein started out. Her father had the Carlton Hotel in San Francisco, and she ran for supervisor and didn't have a lot of money. And then he died, and suddenly she becomes a multi-millionaire. Same with Pelosi. She came from Baltimore. Not a millionaire when she got to San Francisco. Suddenly she's a millionaire. But then we have Mitch McConnell, whose Chinese wife has dealings with China. A Republican. Worth $23 or $32 million. Another crook. I see nothing wrong with having money, but not when you're in a position of political power. You shouldn't be making money off the people. And for using what you know, what you hear about in select secret committees to pad your wallet. If we had term limits, this wouldn't happen. 2 terms in Congress, 2 terms in the Senate, and you're gone. You don't get a pension. You don't get free medical care. You don't get free dental care. The free cars and all the perks from a U.S. senator or congressman, that's gone. When you leave office, bye-bye. I don't know why. Hold on. Let me check something. Oh, dear. Well, I can't. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's why. The volume on the phone is turned off. Hold on. Stupid phone. God, I hate this phone. Come on, phone. Yeah, we'll move now. Hold on now. I hate this because it does it on its own. I'm not doing it. There it goes. All right, let's see if you can hear me now. There we go. Secured card from Bank of America or whoever I get it from, it's iPhone time. Time to say bye-bye Android phone, except for playing Solitaire and Final Fantasy and checking my weather kitty and stuff like that. And I'll have an iPhone with T-Mobile, and you won't see this happen anymore. On Monday I will be getting the iPad, and I will be getting up, whether I feel bad or not, and dropping off the broken iPad and picking up the iPad Generation 7. And then hopefully I have another screen protector for it. I don't want to break it. What the hell is that? All kinds of weird stuff floating around here. Oh, that's the dead Ouija board clock. Well, I do have this cover. I have to clean out under this table, too. Boing.
Playing from George's iMac.
What the hell? Oh, dear. I don't know what it's doing now. Let me see something. Prius button. That shouldn't affect the output on the phone. Anyway, this will fit the iPad when I get it back, so we'll protect it somewhat. And clean it off. Although this magnetic dealio doesn't stay shut anymore. It's been dropped too many times. Also full of baby powder. Found out the Johnson & Johnson baby powder works much better than the Walmart baby powder. So anyway. So hopefully once I get the iPad returned and I do videos on the iPad, you'll be able to hear me. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'm being ridiculous now. Yeah, it's just stupid. Oh, I know what's doing it. Hold on. Okay, I've got that all the way up. And the minute I put it down, it goes boom, boom. So it's probably this idiotic phone. It's not YouTube. And I just moved it so that neither button is hitting the stand. So it's probably the stupid Android phone doing this for whatever. Oh, I know what it is. There's an automatic thing on the phone. Another idiocy of Android. That if I play Solitaire, Final Fantasy, or watch a video, it automatically turns the volume down to keep my ears from being damaged. Duh! I get these messages every time. You may suffer permanent ear damage if you have the volume up, so we're automatically lowering the volume. So that's probably why this is happening. I hadn't thought about that, and I said that's probably why you can't hear me, which is a pain in the ass. I hope the iPhone doesn't do that. So, excuse me. Gee, I noticed the other alien Carl isn't back. I guess he left. I'd forgotten about that. I get that when I'm watching YouTube or Amazon Prime, and it will lower the volume by itself. And I personally find that to be very, very aggravating. So I hate these eye drops. They get all over my, oh good Lord, excuse me, face. Okay, as usual. And it never happens, but hope springs eternal. Of course, you can donate to Super Chat. I want to thank the guy last time who came in and said I had great content. Found me apparently through Coast to Coast and gave me $25. Thank you. Guy I never saw before. So you can donate to PayPal. And you can send gift cards, money orders, checks for me and the cats Now that's interesting. I had the Cyber Ghost on, and now it said you're anonymized. You ever been anonymized? Anonymized. And yet I thought I already was anonymized. So, and it will be showing the $2,800 when we get it for the troll who said I don't deserve money, and neither does Kathy. Whoops, I just really misspelled that. Okay, let's do this again so I get it right. And this is what happens. I don't look at the screen when I'm typing. And no donations to the car fund. It would be nice. You know, people say that they want to see me drive around the car or ride around the car and do videos live, but they won't donate to help us get one. Oh, and I talked to the Canadian company via email. It has electric scooter with solar power, electric power, a FM radio, MP3 player, which is kind of useless nowadays. No USB, no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. Headlights, taillights, wipers, and most important for the interior, it has doors and windows, and no Windows XP, ME, Windows 7, or Windows 10. Real windows with, I think, a crank, but I don't remember if it's crank or automatic, and air conditioning and a heater, and it'll go 30 miles an hour and go up a 30-mile grade, and has a has a range of 30 miles. Charge it overnight. I said, can you put in AM radio? Can you put in a USB port? Can you put in a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth? They said yes. You tell us when you're ready to buy. We'll put all that in for you. I said great. So it's not listed on their website, and they've lowered the price. The original price when they came out with it 2 years ago was $9,999. It's now down to $7,800. So after we do the first car, the Prius, and then the 4x4. We pay off that loan, then I'll take a loan out on that and buy the scooter. And I'll have my own electric scooter. I'll have the Bergmobile. And I can drive around in that. No, it's not nice enough at night for porch videos. It is cold out there and windy. When the sun comes down here, the winds come off the bay or the Arctic, and it's freezing out there. I ain't doing no porch videos yet. It's not that time, and I don't have any Allegra. There's grass still out there. So, if I ever... Now, there is a savings account. All the mail fell on the floor. So I'm going to sit down tomorrow and take all this mail out of the box and put it in the pink file folder. There's a form I have to fill out, go to the web, and start the initial deposit. And then I will list that in the description of the video, and if people can donate to me up to $15,000. It is not considered income, and then I'll have an account. And my plans for that, if I got 15 grand, I go to the government. I say, hello, Mr. Housing Person, can I please get a loan to buy a duplex? I will buy a duplex. They require you to live in it for a year. Now I'll rent the other half out, make the payments, and I will be in a house. And you'll not see me in here anymore. I'll be gone. I've served my time. I've been here 15 years, I think. It's time to get the hell out, or 16 years. It's time to get out of here. And then I would take the profit on that house and get another house. No, it's not warm. Computer. Temperature now, Martinez.
Right now, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 48 degrees.
Computer, is it windy in Martinez now?
Currently, it's breezy at 8.1 miles per hour. Tonight, expect more of the same.
When it gets above 2 miles an hour and it comes off the bay, it's freezing out there. Fluffy comes in coughing all the time. So it isn't. We had earlier in the week we had 82, 84 degree days, but the sun goes down, it's ice cold. So I'm not sitting out there freezing my ass off. Although I wouldn't mind freezing my ass off, I'd probably lose 20 pounds, you know. Who knows? But So, you know, now that's the first time I've heard, I think, that the sound was going up and down. Found my Prilosec. So, but at night, of course, I have to have the hospital blanket over me, the electric blanket over me, the other electric blanket on me, the blue blanket on me, and then I wake up soaked with sweat, partly because I got the electric blanket on, the other blankets, but also I have a cat in one on my arm, or lying next to me on my arm, and I have a little girl lying next to me on my hip, and occasionally I have a Fluffy on my chest. So I got the warmth of 3 cats on top of me when Fluffy decides to hop on my chest and get petting. So it gets very cold in here. Right now in here it is 70 degrees. But the minute I open that door, it's windy and ice cold. I just went out to feed the pretty one. And I would love to have a home and give her or him. I think it's a boy, but he's very scared. He let me pet him. I mean, he's, you know, he trusts me now for about 90%. But I would love to give him a home. He needs a bath really bad. He's all dirty. I can feel it on his fur. Beautiful long-haired gray cat. Soft fur. When he first started coming up, he wasn't this dirty. Months and months and months ago. So, and of course back east, I looked up Pittsburgh, and it's real cold in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania yesterday, so it's cold back east. It's spring, but it's still acting like winter. And somewhere I saw a live stream media where it was snowing, I think in Washington State. So, the snow is still out there. So anyway, so that's what's going on now. I know when I come on late, only 1 or 2 people come in here, and I'm going like, it's Saturday night. What are you? You can't be all out dancing and having dinner, and not going to a movie. Oh, they announced the Monterey Bay Aquarium will be opening soon. So that's down in Monterey, California. Never been there. I'd like to go there. Kathy's been there. It's where they filmed Star Trek IV, The Search for Whales. The Voyage Home, or whatever they're calling that thing, but I call it The Search for Jordan Gracie, The Search for Whales. I thought it was all about Patty, but you know. And Kathy and I have talked about Patty. Patty asked, are you telling George everything we talk about? And Kathy said no, but she said, she's got to be kidding. Of course I'm going to talk to you about Patty. Who else are we going to talk to? Here's the baby. The official grunty grunty. The fuzzy. The official fuzzy of the guy from Pittsburgh. The baby. She's been very sweet. She's been lying next to me and cuddling. And today she wanted to go sit in the window. I said, no, you're the only kitty in here. You're going to cuddle your daddy. Get some love. And she slept with me all afternoon. Hooked in my arms. He's so cute. I love her very much. Grunty. Baby cat. And she knows that baby cat means. Yes, she does. Yes, there was a raccoon here last night on my balcony, and I grabbed the food and he didn't get any. And then there was a raccoon when I went to feed Orangey. Orange went back into the ivy down into the creek area, and the raccoon came out, and I said, I'm not going to hurt you. And he didn't come out again. So there was one raccoon last night, one raccoon this night. That's your raccoon report. Your raccoon report tonight. Raccoons were sighted. None were in a spaceship, however. From the planet Racco. Or Racco. However you pronounce that. Raccoons from space. So, I have to, at the end of this video, wash the things that are in the sink, go feed Tiny One and, not Tiny One, why going, go feed Fuzzy and Little Girl and Fluffy, and then start working on the chicken. Because I need food to eat for tomorrow. Well, I think that's going to be it. I've nattered on for an hour and 11 minutes. But absolutely nothing. But I'm very happy we're getting the stimulus check at last, or at least I hope so. Kathy's in a lot of pain because she had to walk and clean, and she had to walk from Safeway one night. That's got to be several miles. I haven't clocked it. I'll have to look it up. I don't know what street the Safeway is on where she lives, but I know it's probably 3 miles, and that just about killed her. And something's wrong with her hip. It might be arthritis. She might have injured it. She might have injured it in a fall. But she's in a lot of pain. And I'll be... Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, raccoons. I'm the coon killer. Pittsburgh, Davy Pittsburgh, king of the wild raccoons. Killed a raccoon when he was 3. Sat on it, flat as it could be. Raccoon. Pittsburgh, Davy Pittsburgh, king of the wild raccoons. Picked the raccoon by the tail, spun around my head, it began to wail. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum, bum ba dum bum 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 bum. And I threw it into raccoon jail. Pittsburgh, Davy Pittsburgh, king of the wild raccoons. Time for sleep. Yes, I've looked for that time for sleep myself. Well, I hope you have a great night. Get back in the ship. Here's your charges for the parking and the washing of the free wash for the ship, but you took too long. You've now reached the free parking is over, and it's $90 an hour for parking your ship in front of the Berg restaurant. So pay up, please, before you leave, and don't forget to tip the valet. Have a good night. I'm gonna leave too. I'm getting hungry. I gotta find something to eat other than English muffins, which I had today. So enjoy your rest, Carl, and don't mistakenly probe you as you head for the bed. Probe yourself in the darkness. That could cause you a real problem. It would wake you right up. I'm sure right away. Your eyes would just pop open.